Welcome to Coach's Corner. Chase the Horseman Horsley here, and we have the assistant coach with us, Jalen Callender, with us of the women's basketball team. And Coach, I mean, first off, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get here to Gillette? How did Coach Liz Lewis find you, and to kind of join the ranks of this program?
Well, I'm originally from Idaho. I played at a junior college myself at College of Southern Idaho. And then I transferred from there to a 4-year Montana State University Northern in Havre. How I ended up here is my former teammate, Sid Hansen. She was the coach last year prior, but you know, life stuff and having babies and all those things. So she got me into connection with Coach Lewis, and then, you know, it was just kind of from there we clicked, us and the coaching staff, and I'm just very fortunate and excited to be here. That's a pretty simple story of how I got here.
Did you have to go through like any of the interviews with like, you know, the kids or with like the players or anything? I know for the head coaches you got to do that, but did you do any of that for the assistant role?
I actually didn't, surprisingly. It was a lot of hearsay. Me and Coach Lewis had a lot of conversations over the phone, and then I had Zoom conversations and conversations with AD Rayback. And, you know, based off of those conversations, I kind of got the job after that. So it was really nice. I was really excited. College coaching's been my dream. So the fact that I was able to do it, just graduated last year and be able to do it now, like, I'm excited. I was happy about it.
That's pretty awesome. And you graduated from where?
Montana State University
Montana
Northern.
State.
Oh, it's a mouthful, but yeah.
I bet you kind of, did you enjoy it up there? Did you play basketball and all that as well?
I did. I really enjoyed it. It was going from city, so I'm originally from Caldwell, Idaho, Boise area, and then Twin Falls was still much bigger, to Havre, which is way smaller population. We're like 40 minutes from the Canadian border. So like it was kind of a big adjustment that way, but I really enjoyed it. I played 2 years of basketball there, and then I did a 3rd year as a student assistant for Coach Mott.
Okay.
And I enjoyed that student assistant year. It allowed me a lot of time to grow and see what I need to do as a coach and learn a lot, and so it really helped me prepare for my role here.
What's your ultimate goal in the coaching carousel? You wanting to be a head coach? What's the kind of goal for you?
I think eventually I'd love to be a head coach of my own program. It's a lot of work, Coach Lewis. I see it every day. It's a lot of work to be a head coach of your own program. So like that would definitely be my dream and my goal. But I am very happy here, and I could see myself staying here for quite a while.
Yeah, and just being the assistant, going through the motions type of stuff.
Our coaching staff has a great flow and a great connection, so I can really see myself staying here for the long haul because we want to really build something here. And each game and each practice, it's like a little more and more. Like I feel like it'd be hard to leave a part of my heart in Gillette.
To get acquainted with the girls, how long did that take for the girls to kind of like gain your trust?
I thought it was going to take a lot longer, but me being younger-ish, it kind of happened quicker than I thought it would be. Sophomores, I feel like it took a little longer for them because they didn't know me exactly because they had different coaching staff the year prior. But, I mean, it was just the flow. They actually were really respectful right out the gate, and kind of for me, that was the part I wasn't really sure if they were going to take what I had to say. But they were really respectful about it, always. They aim to please in like the best way, but like they made me feel very welcomed. Like never once did I question anything I do. The girls are just
awesome.
They're respectful. They're great kids. We have a great group. I know Coach Lewis has probably said that a million times, but like they've made my first year of coaching so easy.
That's awesome. Well, let's kind of dive into what's been kind of going on with you guys. I mean, the non-conference schedule looked really solid all throughout.
Yes.
You guys are 13-7 so far on the year. You've had 1-1 in conference play. Tell us a little bit about what you're kind of seeing so far.
You know, I think our preseason non-conference schedule that we had, we did a good job putting a good schedule together. Like we had a few ranked opponents. I feel like that really, in a way, I don't know a better word, but exposed some of our weaknesses that we needed to work on going into conference play. But I mean, the season, we would have loved to start off. There were a few more games where I feel like we could have got some wins, but you know, everything doesn't go picture perfect all the time. But we've learned from those losses, and I feel like we've kind of been able to see that, especially in our most recent game that we just had with Central going into that double overtime. Like we were able to show that we've worked on those bits and pieces that definitely hurt us in those preseason games.
You know, in that double overtime game, that had to have been a thriller for you. And in that case, you know, as a coach, how do you keep your girls like just involved in making sure that they're still going basket to basket, making sure they're still focusing on the fundamentals?
Yeah, I'd say as a coach, just kind of for me, my biggest job was to make sure our team wasn't going onto the court when they were cheering for every bucket. Just pushing our girls back,
Yeah.
making sure that like as much as that excitement, we don't get a tech because we're too excited. But I would say it was honestly really easy. There wasn't much we had to do to keep them focused. Like they were locked in probably. I mean, we did start down most of that game. It took us a long while to get the lead. So I think they just kind of had that focus already. And then we didn't really have to do much as a staff to get them focused. Like everyone was locked in, whether they were on the bench or on the floor.
Yeah.
So it was really nice. And like I said, as a coach compared to a player, I think going into a double overtime game is way more stressful than it ever was as a player. I think I grew about like 10 gray hairs after that game.
Yeah. You know, some of the things Coach Lewis has always told me is, you know, and has told you guys, you know, order to win the North, you guys have to go undefeated at home in that
Yes.
case. Right now, you're 7-2, you're 1-0 at home in conference.
Yeah.
How do you keep that momentum?
I think it's just confidence. Like that's kind of been our big thing with our girls is confidence and understanding that like the North is going to be a real big problem this year. Like it's tough competition throughout. There's not going to be an easy game whatsoever this season, which honestly in as much as it is difficult, it's going to be great at the end because you know we want to go to the national tournament. So if we have a tough competition all throughout the season, like you're easily prepared. But I would just say like going into it like 1-0 at home, like I do believe being able to stay undefeated at home, like that would be key to this season because I think winning away games are going to be very difficult this year. But I'd say the team with the most confidence and the team that is the most prepared is going to be the team that wins.
You know, schedule's a little different this year. Last year, you guys had Friday, Saturday games. This year, for conference play, it's Wednesday, Saturday. How does that kind of change into y'all's system? I mean, you've got a Wednesday game, then now you got a couple you have a day for travel, and then you're back practicing, and then now you got another game.
Yeah.
How does all that work out?
You know, it has been really interesting with the Wednesday, Saturday schedule, mainly because it is kind of hard to have tough practices in between those, just because you want to make sure the girls are rested and prepared for the next game, but you also want to make sure that they're working hard and we're working on the things that we need to do to our best of our ability. But you also don't want to tire them out, especially with we're getting down to low numbers now, so we're really trying not to. But it's kind of enjoyable because in a way the girls get to miss less class, which is kind of nice.
Yeah,
you know,
that is
the
nice.
academic piece is very important. So the fact that they're able to miss a little bit of a less class, the travel isn't as too crazy where we're not traveling as much back to back to back to back, where I feel like there can become that exhaustion, especially in conference season. But I'd say like I think it'll be going well. I don't hate the Wednesday, Saturday schedule.
You're kind of enjoying
Yeah,
it.
I'm
You're
okay
like,
with
"Ooh,
it
this
so
is
far."
nice breeze.
Yeah.
I bet. Well, but let's kind of dive in talking about two of these players that we're going to talk with here in a little bit. We've got Lena and Abby. Tell us first off, let's start with Lena. I mean, she comes in here. This is her new setup. She's out of Provo, Utah. I mean, what have you kind of learned from her?
Lena Ballin, let me say, the first time I saw her in preseason conditioning, I knew we had an athlete on our hands. Like, she can move, she's strong, she might be small, but she's strong and she's smart. She's a great basketball player. We're very fortunate to have her. I think she has the potential to be one of the best point guards in our conference, and I feel like she's had the numbers to do so and say that. But she is just a great leader as well. Like, when she goes, our team goes, and I would love to say that our girls follow her. Like, she is a great point guard. She's a general, and I feel like she's really understood and is coming into that role greatly. And like the nice part is Coach Lewis was an amazing point guard herself, so she has the opportunity to learn from her, and I feel like that really has just been helping so much. And like Lena, she's figuring it out, and she's definitely like one of those players that I'm growing to love. I love watching her play, and it's like as each game goes forward, like I'm just getting more and more impressed, and each time she steps up to the plate when we need her. So Lena Ballin.
We'll make a few dad jokes a little later on about her when we talk with her. But Abby Nickel, I mean, she comes in. This is her sophomore season here with the Lady Pronghorns. Last season, with Dasani Nesbitt, with Danae Rochelle. Those, Danae and Rochelle are still on the team. But when you look at her, well, how do you think she's kind of contributed so far this season?
Abby is a great leader. Is one of her best qualities. Is Abby is a great leader on and off the court for our girls. She is someone that the team can always look to whenever we need an answer. Abby is just one of those players that, like, you know what you're going to get from her. She is beyond consistent. She's a hard worker. she can shoot the three like no other. And now she's even getting better with her post play, and like seeing her be able to go down in the post and bang out with people that are bigger and taller and stronger than her, like you couldn't even tell sometimes. So like her leadership, I would say, is like her skill that like we as a team use the most, because like when I say Abby keeps us level-headed, and it's very nice that as an assistant coach I do like all the rough little stuff, you know, every once in a while.
Yeah.
But if I need someone to go get something done and I need to make sure that the team's going to be taken care of, I always put that on Abby, because I know I can trust her and make sure that it'll get done.
Well, perfect. Well, we're going to talk with Lena and Abby coming up after this. We'll be right back here with more of Coach's Corner. And welcome back here with Coach's Corner. Chase Horsley, the Horseman, alongside here with Lena Ballin. And how are you doing? Are you balling it out on the court?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep the last name alive, you know. So.
Yeah, I just had to throw the dad pun out there just for a moment.
Yeah.
You know, it's always been like, you know, you're calling a game and stuff. You're just like, oh, she's just balling out there, and then people are like, well, that's Lena Ballin.
I love it. Yeah.
It's great, you know. So, tell me about so far how this season's been going. So obviously, you guys are doing pretty well, 13-7 on the year, and then conference play started. You're 1-1. How do you think the season's going so far?
I think it's going good. You know, we've had a couple of losses that we shouldn't have lost, you know, but those are learning moments. I think as the season's going on, we're playing better together and trusting each other more. So I don't know. I think it's going good. Yeah. So.
All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where'd you come from? Or like, how did you end up here in Gillette?
So my older sister, she played at Central the past 2 years.
Okay.
And I told myself I was not going to come to Gillette because there's nothing here. But obviously here I am, you know, so.
I think that's what everyone says.
Yeah.
We're not going to go to Gillette and then, hey,
Here I
I'm in
am.
Gillette.
Yeah. I honestly would say, though, it's better than a lot of places like in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Just like the community and everyone in the school and the things that we have, like it's much better than all the other schools. So I am grateful for this opportunity. And at first I was kind of skeptical, but now I like it, so it's good.
So you mentioned you were watching your sister at Central.
Yeah.
So where are you? Like, are you originally from the Cheyenne Central area, or where are you at?
I'm from Provo, Utah.
Provo, Utah. Okay,
Yep.
so are you a BYU girl?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah?
I don't really have a team. I like Utah and BYU both,
Okay, so you like both.
Yeah. Yep.
Which one did you prefer this year?
Ooh, for like, it depends what sport, you know.
What about for football?
Ooh, I'd have to go with BYU.
BYU?
Yeah.
Okay, that's just because they made it to the Big 12 championship.
No,
isn't it?
I've always no. I've always been BYU for football, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Any other sports that you would go Utah way, or is it?
I like the girls basketball at Utah.
The girls basketball,
yeah,
okay.
so I like that one more.
But the men's basketball, you go BYU.
Sure.
Or
yeah.
is it just all
I
Utah
mean,
in the same part?
I don't know. It kind of depends. I feel like I don't really watch the men's as much as I watch the girls.
Okay.
So yeah.
I mean that's understandable. So, I mean, when you take a look at, obviously, Gillette and Provo, Utah, it kind of feels like they're a whole different dynamic.
Yeah.
What were some of the different dynamics, changes that you had to get accustomed to?
So where I'm from, it's more like city. There in Gillette, it's more country, not like a lot to do, you know. So I had to get used to that. Like everyone's like, "Oh, like what do you want to do?" And I'm like, "Well, what is there to do?" You know.
That's how I felt too. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun because you can just like be creative, you know, just come up with things, and if you have the right people and the right mindset, you can make anything fun. So that's what we've done a couple of times, just like dumb stuff, you know.
Dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, without giving dumb stuff, what was the most creative thing you guys have done so far?
Just a couple like water balloon fights with some people, and let's just say it wasn't outside, so yeah.
It's always it was somewhere that we're not going to say, right?
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely. So snowball fights, have you, like, if it actually like gets snowing out here the way that it's, you know, normally supposed to in the winter, you guys
Yeah.
think you're gonna have some big snowball fights?
Yeah, every once in a while I'll push my teammates in the snow, you know. Give them a
Oh,
good
so that's
feel.
your snowball fight. You're
Yeah,
just gonna
yeah.
throw them in the snow that way.
No point on making a ball, just throw them in,
Just
yeah.
throw them in the
Yeah.
head first. There you go.
Exactly, yeah. Get the full effect. So.
I mean, I guess that works. You're more wet and snowed on than just a little snowball.
Exactly, yeah.
So, man, crazy. I don't want to be around you when it's snowing.
No, I only
you-
do it to some people, don't worry. It's
Only to some people?
Yeah.
Only to some people? I feel like it's going to be to the broadcaster next if I'm with you next time.
I guess we'll have to see.
Maybe. Don't snow anymore, please. But anyways, okay, so let's get back into some basketball. Obviously, you come into this season, you guys are pretty much a whole brand new team. As you know, Coach says, if you guys would have had this team last year, you guys would have won your region in all that cases. There's a lot of good teams in the North this year. What have you seen so far in your first year here at the Region 9 level?
Just from like watching last year and stuff, like just with my sister and like watching back film, the competition has definitely like grown. And this year anybody like can get it, you know. Like
Yeah.
we've seen some upsets recently, and we've been in double overtime to a team that was in the bottom of the conference last year. So it really can be anyone's game. You just have to go out there, and the team who's the toughest and who wants it more will get it, you know. So it's really fun because you want good competition, and
Right.
you know every team will make you better. So
Let's walk through that double overtime game, because I mean that was a hard fought game,
Yeah.
but you guys were able to move on to 1-1 in conference, especially after losing out in Rock Springs,
Yeah.
but beating and getting the win in this case. What did you guys kind of learn in that double overtime game?
I feel like both teams just gave a good fight, you know, but at the end I think we just finished stronger. We lasted longer, I feel like. I think there was just more moments where we were composed, and we just knew that like whatever was gonna happen, like it was gonna be okay. I don't know. There wasn't really much stress onto it. I think we played it out right because both times we took the last shot, and so I think we just had a good understanding of what we needed to do to like win the game. We started off like a little soft and not where we wanted to, but it's kind of where you finish is what's important.
Take a look at the matchup coming up, the two this weekend. I mean, you've got Eastern Wyoming this Wednesday, and then you've got Northwest College coming up on Saturday. What do you guys need to do to get back and stay on the winning path to get the job done?
Honestly, Coach has just been telling us it's like the little things. So we just need to make sure that we are focused in, you know, getting the 50-50 balls, getting rebounds, you know, playing tough, playing our game, because when we play our game, then we're really good. When we focus on like other people or try to keep other people's pace, and that's where we kind of fall off a little bit. But I think once we play like our game and we play together, then that's when we're really good.
What's some of the biggest things coaches kind of taught you so far while you've been here?
I've learned a lot. I think the biggest thing is just like anything can happen. So just like go out there, give it your all, which I think everyone does. And it's like really anything can happen, because last year they had a game where they came back from like a 16-point lead, and we've also had downfalls where we were up by 20 and then, you know, the other team came back. So it really just depends on like never letting up. Don't ever like take a break and just finish all the way to the end.
Okay, let's kind of dive in a little bit to some other non-basketball stuff. What kind of hobbies and stuff do you like to do? I know push people in the snow, but what else do you like to do?
A lot of people will find this surprising, but I actually do enjoy reading. I know.
I'm sure
Yeah.
That's
It
hard.
It depends, cause like it's certain books. I can't just like if you give me a school book, yeah, I won't ever read that.
You won't read a textbook cover to cover?
Oh, absolutely not. Nope. But like rom-coms or like murder
Those are good
mysteries.
movies.
Yeah, or romantic books, I meant, you know, like stuff like that.
Yeah. No, it's hard because, like, you know, I have my dad's kind of genes when it comes to reading, because he's been on the same book for a really long time, and it's like Born to be an Eagle Scout or something. Like, it's a Boy Scout book that he should be really into. Every time he turns the page, he falls asleep.
Oh.
So like when he's reading, it's just like makes him pass out.
Yeah.
It's just like it's the same way when I'm reading a book. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, guess I'm taking a nap today because
Yeah.
you just get tired.
Yeah, that's why I feel like you just have to find like the right type of books, you know.
Yeah.
Like I do enjoy basketball books, but it's nice to have like a break from basketball and read something else. So
What's the most recent book you're reading right now?
most recent, but there's this show called We Were Liars,
Mm-hmm.
and my teammate Abby actually read it, and so I'm reading the book on that, and it's really good. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. Okay, final question for you. What is your pregame drink, pregame meal that you love to have
Ooh.
before each and every game that gets you going?
Shoot, I'd have to go with green apple Gatorade. It's the best flavor out there. It's so good.
Green apple Gatorade. Okay.
It's so good. And then
You're gonna die on a hill on that, right?
it's so good. Yeah, I'll put everybody on that. It's so good.
Might have to have me one for on Saturday. Gotta have me a green apple Gatorade.
Yep.
Gonna have to try
It's
that.
so good. Yeah. Let me put you on. But a meal? I don't even know. A salad, a good salad.
Good salad?
Yeah.
Now, do you add like meat into the salad or just straight salad?
Like I'll add things occasionally. A good Cobb salad, I guess.
Okay, good
Yeah.
Cobb. So a good nice ham, bacon,
Yeah.
turkey type.
Yeah,
A
those
vibe.
are good.
A vibe.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, it's
after
good.
the game, do we eat something bigger or is that it?
We eat whatever coach brings us. So,
Whatever coach brings
yeah.
us. I love it.
Whatever
Awesome.
it is, yeah.
Well, perfect. Well, Lena, before we get you out of here, what are your 3 goals for this weekend?
Just go out, play hard, compete, and win.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
Lena, we appreciate your time. Thank you for joining
Thank
us here
you.
on Coach's Corner.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. We'll be back here with more Coach's Corner coming up after this.
Bye.
And welcome back here with Coach's Corner. Chase the Horseman Horsley here alongside with Abby Nickel. And Abby, first off, tell us how you think this season's going. This is your second here at Gillette. What have you kind of learned from last year's team to this year's team?
I would say the biggest thing this year is I feel like there's a lot more trust within the team, a lot more chemistry within each other. Last year we went from having 15 girls to only having 9 or 10 playing with, and then obviously we're adding some more this semester. But just the way we trust each other, the way we get along with each other off the court, and we just have so much fun with each other. I think it just makes being on the basketball court so much better and so much more fun to be with
Yeah.
each other, which ultimately then it just makes everyone want to come to practice and want to play games. So that's a big plus.
You, Danae, and Rochelle, you guys are the veterans of the squad.
Yeah.
What have you been able to teach the freshmen, or you would maybe say fresh meat that comes in? What have you been able to teach them?
Just that, just go off what Lena said, anything can happen. We know that for a fact, especially in our playoff game last year. So, just making sure we know, preseason, oh my gosh, sorry. Preseason, yes, those games matters, but we just made sure we focused on we had to learn from those. And then come conference, our biggest thing is Coach always tells us, we have to win at home. You can't lose a home conference game if you want to win the North. And then on the road, you just have to, we go into every game losing already by 15 just by being on their court. So just making sure that we battle through on someone else's court, because we know from experience how hard it is to win on someone else's court. So just making sure everyone is staying focused and just understanding that these games really do matter, and there's a different kind of focus that you need to bring to every game.
You mentioned home court advantage.
Yeah.
The fact, one, you put up 94, you put up 100 twice so far here at home court. Do you think
Yeah.
that brings in a lot of advantage so far for you guys?
I do think so. I think we bring a great crowd. I think our community is just amazing. They support us so much, and they just come to all of our games, and it's just amazing. Going into some other courts, you realize wow, we do have it so great here. And so it's fun just to be able to put on a show for the people, because they get so into our games. So it's so fun.
How did it feel, first off, getting that first 100-point game? Triple digits. You guys didn't have any last year, haven't had any in quite some time, but
Yeah.
now finally getting it up there. How'd you guys feel about that?
And I think that was against when all the elementary school day. So it was so loud in here. I want to say it was that game. So just to get that first 100-point win, it was at the beginning of the season, so that was really just to show we can put up this much, our offense is good.
Yeah.
And so we just have to keep relying on it and just know everyone can score, everyone can be a threat. So just to know that and then do it again was just great.
Yeah, that game you're talking about is Colorado Northwestern.
yes,
That was
yes.
75-52. That was the
Oh,
game.
never mind.
That was the game you
Never
guys kind of
mind.
struggled in the first half.
Yeah.
Everything was tied, and then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, you guys go on a 20-1 run.
Yes.
And so that was pretty crazy. The game we're talking like Lake Region, you guys won 101-70. And then Miles Community College
Yes.
went at home 118-55. I mean, that's back-to-back 100-point
was
games. I
back-to-back,
mean,
yeah.
I don't even know how that was like possible. And then you guys get a one big win at Dakota College at Botany, 109-65. So you've even done it on the road now too.
Yep.
What has brought it into this big offensive possession for you guys that's really kind of changed the game that this Lady Pronghorn basketball team has been about?
I would just say the trust within each other. Like we know, like the minute like you give the ball up, you know someone is going to score. It's going to come back to you, and you can score. I mean, we just have so much trust in each other. I mean, we compete every day in practice, so we know how much we can score on each other. And I mean, so the knowing that we can score on each other and then going against the competition, we're like, well, now we have even more confidence in you. So just to know, like the next person, whoever's on the court, it doesn't matter what five it is. Anybody can score at any given day. Like anybody can go for 20. So I think it's just really the trust within each other and the confidence that we have within each other just allows us to put up such great points.
Absolutely. So, Abby, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How did you get here to Gillette?
I am from Colorado Springs. I came to Gillette, just got recruited here. I mean, I went on a few visits through actually Region 9. So this is the place where I felt the most at home. I loved the girls from last year, those sophomores. They just brought such a good, like, this is a home away from home. Like, we love each other here. Like, I mean, my dad was having fun on my visit. Like, they were just such great people. They made me really want to come here. So, I mean, the girls are especially, like, you can play good basketball, but if you don't like the girls or if you don't get along with them, there's no point in playing. So just to know, like, the girls here would be amazing. I was super excited, and it was definitely, like, without a doubt, like, I'm coming here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just coming from Colorado Springs to here is a little bit of change, just like Lena. Like, I come from the city, so coming from the city, like, with anything to do, anywhere to eat, like 100,000 different people, then coming to here, it's like, oh, okay. But I really learned to love it and love the small town just because you know everybody. But I mean, I love it here.
Now, the question is, are you a Buffalo or are you a Ram?
Well, I am neither, I guess.
Neither, okay.
No, not necessarily. I mean, we grew up, my dad and his whole family went to UNC, University of Northern Colorado. So we love them. But I mean, I'll watch anybody, but they're not my, like.
So you watched the national championship then, right?
I mean, yeah, I
Little
guess.
bit,
A little bit.
You're like,
Yeah.
I'm a Hoosier fan now.
Yeah.
That's where I'm
I
at.
did watch that. That game was fun.
Yeah, it was probably one of the best games that's been a national championship in a really long time.
Yes,
So
very
that
much
was
so.
really good. So
Yes.
you mentioned a little bit Colorado Springs to Gillette. Gillette's obviously a smaller town. What was the first thing, like your first reaction before you had like, you know, all the interviews, everything like that,
Yeah,
to be like, oh, hey, I'm gonna come here.
Yeah.
What was that first reaction like?
I would just say, like, when I came on my visit, like, we went to get, like, ice cream, and just, like, everyone was just having so much fun together. I mean, I already learned so much about everyone. They were so, like, open, and they wanted to know so much about me, and it was just so, like, great to get to know them and to know, like, when I came here, like, I wasn't coming in, like, not knowing anybody, and so that was a lot of fun. But, I mean, other than that, just the community was my very first impression that made me want to come here and love it here, so.
No, and that's always a great part is like when you can't have those interactions in that setting, it makes things like, one, makes the life easier because you already know, oh, hey, I've got my friendships here, I got the girls here that are going to be here. So when you looked at coaching wise, what were some of the big things in coaching that you saw in Coach Liz Lewis that you're like, oh, I've got to go play for her in that case, that maybe is something that you picked up from your high school?
Sure. I would just say the confidence that she showed that she would have in people. I mean, she just, from the get-go, she was very honest, and I love that. Just brutally honest, just, I'm going to lay it out here. This is exactly how it's going to go. This is what it's going to look like when you get here. That was huge. I really loved that. First, I talked to Coach Shelby Klein, and I really loved her. She really gave me a feel for it. She told me exactly how it would go. They just showed how much trust they have in each other, and I mean, they showed what they could do. Like when they only had 8 girls coming off when the program got cut and coming back, and just going on that. I mean, that just showed like they had I don't even know the word. Like they were just great at coming in and like getting it
Yeah.
done, you know? Like they weren't a first time program that had like a terrible season, you know, they had a good season, they made a lot of growth. So I mean, that was just like, that was exciting to know that she could do that within just the 1 year, bringing in brand new players. None of them knew each other. Most of them were all foreign. So I mean,
Yeah.
it was just super cool to see that.
Yeah, it's always nice whenever you can have just a coach come in and just like absolutely just go crazy the first year and that
Yeah,
type of stuff.
right?
So,
Sure.
so pregame meal, pregame drink. What do you normally have before each and every game?
I'm not a big like eater before games. Like I just get super, you know, like nervous, anxious that I can't really eat. I mean, we'll eat our pregame meal together as a team, whatever sandwich place that is. So I'll just normally eat that, but I don't eat anything else before a game. Drink-wise, I always have a Propel, even though Coach Klein said now we shouldn't be drinking them anymore. So I don't know, but I normally drink a little bit before the game, then I drink the rest at halftime.
Gotcha. I love
Yeah.
my Propels.
Yes,
I
they're so
drink I
good.
drink those so often. You
Yeah.
know what's better than energy drinks? Everyone
It
keeps
is,
saying energy
exactly.
drinks all the time on these shows, and I'm like,
Yeah.
are you sure you want to say that?
Yeah, right?
But
Yeah,
no,
it's great.
Propel is solid. So
Yeah.
tell us, did you have any other hobbies or anything that you did in high school that you've kind of pushed onto here that's kind of made you feel a little bit more at home?
I would just say the same thing. I'm a big reader, just like she is.
You're a reader
Yes,
too.
I love reading. I guess it's not really a hobby, but I mean, we've kind of made it what it is. Like Lena and our other teammate Sosa, like they started this show and then they got me and Meg to watch it. And so like we kind of watch it a lot and then we just talk about it a lot. And we're like, oh my gosh, did you see this? So I mean, that is sort of a hobby. I guess that takes
Yeah.
up a lot of our time. I love watching shows like that. So
Watching TV
Yeah.
is always a hobby.
yes, well, and then getting to talk about it with someone else is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what book are you reading right now, or one that you just finished?
One that I just finished was called The Silent Patient. I love like thrillers like that, mysteries. So I really like those.
Okay, I should ask Lena this, but I'm kind of scared to ask this. How many books have you read in your lifetime?
I don't know.
How many books have you read here in college?
Just in January, I'm on my 5th.
So I'd say you're probably about like 200 a year or something like that.
Oh yeah, except for last year I didn't do a good job at reading. This year I'm gonna do a good job at reading.
Is that your New Year's resolution?
Yeah, now it is.
To read more?
Yes. I didn't think
Come
about
to the
that.
coach's corner.
Yeah.
You'll find out your New Year's resolution.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, heavens. Okay, back to some basketball real fast.
'Kay.
What are some of your goals to take down Eastern Wyoming tomorrow and Northwest College coming up on Saturday?
I would just say just be bigger than basketball. I mean, we just have to come in with so much, especially being down one player this week. We just got to be bigger, so that's a goal. Just present ourselves like that. Focus for the entire 40 minutes in both games. That'll be huge. Ultimately, just come up with 2 wins. It'd be great to go 2-0 this week.
Awesome. Well, Abby, we appreciate your time, and
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us here on Coach's Corner, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. More to come here on our Coach's Corner. We'll be back after this. And welcome back here with more of Coach's Corner. Now, we just got done talking with Lena and Abby. And Coach, I mean, that's pretty much everything you were kind of talking about, leadership. I mean, we did make a few dad jokes with
Yeah.
Lena Ballin, of course. You know, I make a few in the broadcast
You got to.
sometimes too. You know, I'm like, oh, she's balling out there. It's Lena Ballin. You
Yeah,
know,
it's hard not to.
It's so hard. I mean, you know, as a dad at heart, I'm not a dad, but as a dad at heart, you know, it's just kind of one of those things in nature. You know,
really
it just
is.
kind of happens. I guarantee you, there's probably been numerous.
Oh,
of
the amount of
them.
times.
Yeah,
it's
I
hard
bet.
not to.
Well, when you look at those two, and then you look at then you go to Rochelle, you look at Danae. Danae's having a great year so far, and the way she's been able to provide for this team. What have you seen from the veterans that have really shown out and showed up here for the Lady Pronghorns this season?
You know, our vets, our sophomores, they've done a really good job at, showing the standard and our expectation, because we love to say with our program we have a standard and it's our goal to meet our standard every day, whether it be in practice or games. Our sophomores have been really good about making sure we exceed those expectations. And also with the fact that they've made sure that our freshmen were prepared for the level of play that we were to see in conference and non-conference, whatever, but our sophomores have just done a really good job leading the team. Like I said, whether it be on the court or off the court, Abby and Roe both do it well off the court with being academic All-Americans.
Yeah.
But our sophomores have just their experience is very valued and we appreciate it. They've helped us so much. It's made it very easy transition, I feel like, for the freshmen when it came to playing.
You know, taking a look, the matchups you guys have coming up this week, as we talked about, it's not going to be easy.
It won't.
One, heading out to Torrington, Wyoming, going to be taking on Eastern Wyoming. Then you have Northwest College coming up on Saturday. What do you guys need to do to go into Torrington and just take it over and make it home court?
Yeah. It is hard to win in that gym. I've played there myself personally, so there's something about playing in Eastern Wyoming and Torrington that makes it kind of difficult. But, you know, for us to go in there, make it our own, I'd definitely say it's just playing our own basketball. We kind of say this a lot when we do our scouts and things like that, but playing our place and dictating the game and dictating the tempo. So we are a very fast team. We play the best when we are playing fast. Sometimes it gets a little chaotic, but I like to say it's controlled chaos. But when we get to that pace and push that tempo, it's really hard for other teams to play with us and stick with us. So I'd say that's going to be a very big thing that we need to focus on. But also winning the rebounding game, that's where we've struggled really bad these past couple games. Is I feel like we've been outmatched on the boards. So winning the rebounding game is going to be very, very important. And Eastern's a pretty big team. They match up with us pretty well size-wise. So we're going to have to win that rebounding game. We're going to have to push the pace. And defensive-wise, we're going to have to get stops. So just those are the three things I feel like we talk about before most games. And so making sure we get those three done.
What have you guys done in practice to really kind of focus on the rebound category?
You know, we do a million types of drills and practices. We do a circle rebounding, making sure that you're guarding different people on defense, so you never are boxing out the same person. Just very physical rebounding games, so that the girls can battle with each other. They battle and compete very well in practice against each other because they do know that they have to push each other in order for us to get better. But yeah, we do a bunch of different rebounding drills. I play a little bit in practice, you know, just to mess with them a little bit and see what we can get going. But yeah, we do so many different drills and kind of have been reiterating. I feel like rebounding and defense have been our main focuses in our practice. So we do about 30 minutes of each, it seems, each day, just to really hamper on it.
Yeah. What would you say is probably your favorite drill that you liked, you know, the girls to run, or maybe it's just a favorite that you did in high school or college?
I would definitely say one of my favorite drills that our girls do. Well, I love watching them compete. So we do have an Oklahoma drill. Pretty much you got 5 on the sideline. We have one of our teams run down. They'll do a 5-on-0, just run through our plays, and then they have to get back on defense while the other team is full force going at them with 7 seconds to score. I really like that one because it really helps us compete, but compete at the pace that we like to play. So we're pushing to score those first 5 to 7 seconds, and it really emphasizes like true gameplay for them, I think, and it helps us with our transition defense as well as our transition offense. But like it also helps us with rebounding because if you go get that offensive board, it resets to your full 20. Right. So I really like it because the girls get to compete. They compete fast. They play hard. So anything where I get to see them compete and like work really hard and play together is drills I love.
So far this year, have you seen any? You know, obviously you had that little spurt, you know, going 1-1 in conference play, falling at Rock Springs. Was there anything that you guys kind of picked up? I know that game was a little rough for y'all, and it wasn't normal Lady Pronghorn basketball. What were some of the things that you saw?
You know, that Western game, there was a lot we learned and saw as a coaching staff from it, I feel like. Like I said, rebounding is a big one. They had 19 offensive boards against us, and you know, a lot of them were long rebounds because they shot a pretty decent amount of threes against us. But just realizing that the shot's going up, finding a body, fighting for the ball. We didn't have very many jump balls that game. So just talking about winning the hustle balls, winning the 50-50 balls, those are very important things that we have kind of reiterated to the girls. But also as well as just like trying to figure out what defense works best for us. I feel like we kind of struggled with that. We kind of switched out from zone and man within that game. So I think we've kind of gotten figured out as a coaching staff what we want to do for our next games going forward. With Central, I feel like we kind of got it figured out, pulled it through. At least that's what mattered. But yeah, that Western game for me, I think really exposed how we need to do better on our rebounding end.
So what would be 3 key goals? I know you've been talking about rebounding for this weekend for you guys to get the win. 3
goals. I would say we have 3 players that I would love to think that they can score in double digits this weekend, and that'd be Lena Ballin, Rochelle off of Manuma, and Kiara Williams. Those 3 are big scorers for us, so if we can get those 3 in double digits, it'd be a very good day. As well as winning the rebounding game, per usual. I'm always going to say rebounding.
Absolutely.
If we can out-rebound the other team by 10 and keep their offensive boards to below 8, I would say it's a great rebounding day for us. And then otherwise, just, going out there with 100% effort, winning all the 50-50 balls, winning all the hustle plays, and just like the things that you kind of can't keep on a stat sheet, like if we win those, I can see us taking the win.
Awesome. Well, Coach, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us here on Coach's Corner.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. More to come here with Coach's Corner on the way. Now, remember, the Lady Pronghorns will come up on Saturday, game time at 2 p.m. here at the Pronghorn Center. And then also on Wednesday, they're going to be heading out to Eastern Wyoming, Eastern Wyoming, heading out to Torrington and going to have a matchup there. So don't miss out. If you head out to Torrington, game's at 5:30. Again, Saturday game is at 2 p.m. here at the Pronghorn Center. From Chase the Horseman Horsley to Coach Callender, we appreciate your time, and we'll see you guys next time on another Coach's Corner.